15 years ago, a Japanese probe orbiting the moon captured something utterly bizarre. Amid the countless craters that it photographed, one stood out in a way no one expected. This wasn't a crater at all. Instead, it was a strange dark hole leading deep into the moon's surface. Since then, orbiters have identified more than 200 similar holes scattered across the lunar landscape. Each one represents a potential gateway to the mysteries that lie beneath the moon's surface. These discoveries have sparked excitement around the globe. Could these holes hold the key to understanding the moon's ancient past? And might they even play a role in humanity's future? But what are these holes really? Why are they so significant? And why is China getting ready to explore them? In May 2021, the world watched as debris from China's Long March 5B rocket re-entered Earth's atmosphere uncontrollably, causing widespread concern. But despite the occasional setbacks, China has quickly become a major force in space exploration. From manned missions aboard the Tiangong space station to the successful Chang'e lunar program, China is now one of the most formidable players in the space race. And their ambitions go far beyond merely touching the moon. In May 2023, the China National Space Agency announced plans to send humans to the moon by 2030, aiming to establish a permanent presence there. The search for landing sites is underway, and among the most intriguing candidates are the regions with these mysterious holes, located in places like Mare Tranquillitatis. This has sparked interest in the scientific community. But what makes these lunar pits so special? Why would China, or any nation, consider sending humans to explore these strange voids? At first glance, these holes might look like any other lunar crater, formed by meteor impacts billions of years ago. But scientists believe these pits are actually collapsed sections of ancient lava tubes. Billions of years ago, the moon was geologically active, with volcanic eruptions spewing rivers of molten lava across the surface. The outer layers of these molten rivers cooled quickly, forming a solid crust while the lava continued to flow beneath, carving out vast underground tunnels. Over time, the lava stopped flowing, and the channels drained, leaving behind hollow tunnels. These hollowed-out tunnels are what scientists refer to as lava tubes. On Earth, we can find similar lava tubes in places like Hawaii and Iceland. Some, like Hawaii's Kazumura Cave, stretch over 40 miles and are wide enough to walk through. But because the moon has weaker gravity, about 1/6 that of Earth, these tubes can grow much larger. Over time, some sections of these lava tubes collapsed, creating the deep holes we see today. But beneath the surface, vast tunnels remain intact, preserved for billions of years. Imagine what lies hidden beneath the surface of the moon. These pits provide a direct access point to the moon's ancient underground worlds. And thanks to advanced technology, scientists have been able to map the lunar surface and its depths in unprecedented detail. High-resolution imagery has revealed branching tunnels beneath the pits, especially in regions like Mare Tranquillitatis and Marius Hills. And with data from NASA's Grail mission, scientists have confirmed that these pits lead to vast, hollow spaces beneath the surface. Now, China has set its sights on these lunar pits for its manned missions. Exploring these vast, untouched underground spaces could provide scientists with an unparalleled opportunity to study the moon's inner geology. But the potential of these pits could extend far beyond science. The moon's surface is an incredibly harsh environment. It's bombarded by cosmic radiation, micrometeorites, and solar storms. The temperature swings are extreme, ranging from 120 degrees Celsius during the day to negative 129 degrees Celsius at night. Surviving and working on the lunar surface for long periods requires overcoming these extreme challenges. But what if there was a way to escape these dangers? That's where the lava tubes come in. These vast underground tunnels offer natural shelters on the moon, with thick basalt walls that could protect astronauts from cosmic radiation, meteoroid impacts, and the harsh temperature extremes. Data from NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter shows that some of these lunar tubes maintain a stable temperature of around 17 degrees Celsius, a far cry from the deadly swings on the surface. These tubes could serve as ready-made bunkers, providing shelter from the moon's deadly environment. Picture this: Inside a lunar lava tube, astronauts could set up bases without the need to construct protective structures from scratch. Some of these tubes are so large they could fit entire city blocks inside. Now imagine a bustling lunar base, complete with living quarters, research labs, and manufacturing facilities, safely nestled inside the moon's natural shelters, protected from the deadly radiation and temperature extremes of the surface. But it's not just about survival. If we could pressurize these tunnels to create Earth-like conditions, we could establish self-sustaining habitats, reducing the need for constant resupply missions from Earth. The stable environment inside these lava tubes could even support agriculture, enabling us to grow food for astronauts without relying on Earth. In fact, this could make long-term lunar colonization not just possible, but practical and cost-effective. But before we start building lunar cities inside lava tubes, we face a critical challenge: exploring and assessing the stability of these tunnels. Venturing into these caves without knowing what's inside could be incredibly risky. So how do we explore them safely? NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is working on the Dune Axel rover, designed to explore these pits and lava tubes. The rover can split in two, sending one part down into the pit while the other remains at the top, ensuring a safe and detailed exploration. Other innovative robots, like the Daedalus rover from the University of Würzburg, are being developed to navigate tight spaces and create detailed 3D maps of these caves using LiDAR technology. China is also working on its own technology for exploring these lunar lava tubes. Their robots will use 3D imaging to map and investigate these underground spaces, gathering vital data before sending humans in. But exploring these lunar caves is not just about science. These tunnels may also hold valuable resources, like helium-3, a rare isotope that could fuel nuclear fusion reactors and provide nearly limitless energy. And there's a possibility of finding water ice, which could be used for oxygen and hydrogen, reducing our reliance on Earth and helping to establish a long-term lunar presence. As China and other space agencies continue to push the boundaries of lunar exploration, the moon is rapidly becoming a launch pad for future missions deeper into the solar system. We are living in an exciting time. The race to return to the moon is on. But this time, it's not just about being first. It's about staying. China, the US, and private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are all competing to establish a permanent presence on the moon. For China, this isn't just about space exploration. It's a strategic move to secure geopolitical dominance. With its Chang'e missions, China is preparing to establish a permanent lunar base by 2030. As we look to the moon, the ancient lava tubes could hold the key to our survival on the moon and beyond. These caves, formed billions of years ago, might just become humanity's sanctuary in space. And as we prepare for this next great adventure, we are reminded of our own history. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors sought refuge in caves on Earth, where they found safety from the elements and predators. Now, astronauts may find similar refuge on the moon, in these ancient alien caves. Humanity has always been a species of explorers, seeking new frontiers to call home. And perhaps, one day, our descendants will look back at this moment and see the moon as the place where humanity first truly learned to live beyond Earth. The journey ahead will be filled with challenges, but just as we once conquered the wilds of Earth, we are now preparing to conquer the stars. The moon's strange pits may hold the key to our future, a future where humanity thrives, not just on Earth, but across the solar system. What do you think about these fascinating discoveries? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this exploration fascinating, make sure to subscribe for more updates on humanity's journey to the stars. What do you think the future of lunar exploration will look like?